Welcome to the challenge. Breakdown. This is episode 15 of the Challenge 40 Battle of the Eras. What a great season. I am joined by my right-hand man, the one and only Brice Izyah is in the building. How you doing?
Greetings. Excited to be here.
We are okay. We are also greeted by another fellow Earthling by the name of Joey Hatch. How you doing, sir?
Greetings as well.
Right. Greetings. We are fresh off of a wonderful stop in Boston for BWP Tour 46. We stopped by on Wednesday night. I know that Survivor
40 what?
47. Yo, I'm slipping right now. I am slipping. 47 in Boston. We had a great time. Hachiman, how did you enjoy it?
I had a great time. It's great to have our boy DJ Caution back. But we were back in the full swing of things, and I confided in you earlier. I thought it was you. Was it Brice that said play Sweet Caroline? It wasn't you, was it?
Who are you talking to?
When Caroline got voted out of Survivor,
did you say anything to me?
The DJ started playing Sweet Caroline, and we thought it was all Joey Hatch.
It was me, but I could have swore that I bumped into either one of you on my way back over there before, because I had to get over there before it went to commercial break. So a voice said to me on my walk back.
What did it sound like?
Sounded like
oh.
I was bumping people out the way. Bruce was trying to stop and talking to me. I bumped him out the way. Sorry, Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Get out of my way. I'm on a mission. And it was right on time. The vibes were immaculate. Boston always shows love. Shout out to Brice and Wayne Presents.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out who told you to play Sweet Caroline, because that was a great.
I think, because I was the one that came up with Maria from last season.
For Dr. Maria, she got eliminated.
Correct. I think it was a voice that was saying it to me as I was rushing,
Oh, okay. The Holy Ghost.
Oh. Don't play with me, Brice. It don't take me much.
Yes. Boston was fun though. It was cold, but I guess it's December. So I mean, listen, I feel like we're not going to make it out of this winter without snow. I feel like winter is like coming on in.
Whoa. I will say I got to spend a lot of time with Brice in Boston, and we had a good time, man.
We had a great time.
A couple times.
Hiccups?
No hiccups. It's never a hiccups with me and Brice.
So Ashley, since you want to bring that up, we can talk about it for a second. So normally, past tours, there always would be some type of fighting. So Joey, answer this question for me, yes or no. Was there any fighting between you and I?
No, we both understood the assignment.
Okay, just yes or no questions I'm asking. Was there any fighting with you and Wendell?
No.
Was there any fightings with Wendell and me?
No.
Did you get into any altercations? The answer is no. Did I get into any altercations?
No.
Did Wendeezy get into any altercations?
I believe he did.
Oh, okay. So we have the common denominator now. Okay, just so we're clear.
It wasn't an altercation. We just had some words.
Oh, okay.
We just had some words.
Okay.
Lion asset.
Oh, that not too much. Tour BWP Tour 47. Our final two stops. The finale, part 1, will be next week in Washington, D.C., December 11th. Some tickets are available. So if you are thinking about coming to see the Baby Boys, the trio in its Destiny's Child after we have rebranded, we will be in Washington, D.C. We'll be in New York on December 18th for the finale part 2. And we will be in New York also on December 17th for our welcome party in the city of New York. So please grab your tickets. You don't want to miss these two stops. I think they are going to be epic, if I can say so myself.
New York is a two-day event, by the way.
Super. We got the Tuesday welcome party. That's a karaoke party. That's always a good time. A little bit, more low key, but mix and mingle, meet everybody. And then Wednesday it's up and it's stuck at.
Do you know what you're singing? Either one of you know what you're singing on Tuesday?
I only have one karaoke song.
You can't sing the jump off.
Watch me.
Well, I'm gonna have to retire some of those bad boy hits that I like to sing. No Diddy.
I'm thinking of a little Bohemian Rhapsody. I got to get my vocal cords together.
Yeah,
right. Okay.
All right. Well,
we're here for the challenge, and I mean, an episode it was.
Well,
it was a good episode.
Huh?
I'll say it was a good episode.
Yeah, they've all been good episodes. And this episode we came back from Brice's man getting a win. Come back in the house all hype.
He did. He solidified his spot with Cara Maria. Number one and number one. They saying they good. Cara Maria said, I got you. Corey said, I appreciate it. I got you. And so I like that. Corey is now protected. We know that Cara Maria can get a win. She just, what they call her, the unstoppable, or the Cara Marie clutch, Cara Clutch Marie. So
that's what it is. You said a lot of words there.
Something like that. I also thought it was interesting, Johnny Bananas and the Angels were talking. They were hating on Cara a little bit, talking about I don't know what game she's been playing. She's been playing dumb. Well, I'm trying to figure out, is Johnny still in it?
Yes.
Is Cara still in it?
Yes.
I mean, if playing dumb gets you there, hello. Okay.
Well, you brought up the Angels, and one of the Angels, she happened to be doing some grade A thinking when I was watching this episode. Rachel kind of sees what's going on, and then she starts to say wait, I need to be protected by a male that's other than Johnny, because the last two males that are winning happen to be Kyland and Jordan. So I need to try to get in close. And you see in the confessional, she starts to break that down, and I thought that was actually kind of brilliant on her part.
That's a great thought. Might be a great late thought, but
for sure, definitely late, but
he's still in the game. Hey, better late than never. Corey just figured out to work with Cara
2 minutes ago.
Hey, let's because he was being played by other people. I thought was even more interesting in that was that Johnny Bananas blessed it. Johnny Bananas said hey, despite what you got going on, do what you got to do to make things happen. And so, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, it's a lot of late plays being made because Corey, when he chose his targets, as we know, he chose Aviv, Michelle, and Olivia. He didn't choose Tori, and Tori said, "Oh, Corey, I thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And if I could repay it back to you, I will, as long as it doesn't come in front of Jordan."
Can we talk about Tori? She's a pretty good politician because she just says whatever she has to say to get to the next episode or to the next challenge, because I feel like whatever she was saying to Corey, he was buying it. Whatever she was selling Corey was just oh yeah, sure.
And I mean, at this point in the game, right, if you're not winning the dailies, you can assume you're gonna go in, right? Because there's the math for the math is only but so many people that are available. So it's yeah, it's great to make these inroads now, but what does it really matter?
Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, with it being so late, it's you might be able to protect your number one, but then everybody else is going in anyway. So or
right.
on the targets anyway. So yeah.
I know in the past we've talked about Ryan. I think that's not Ryan or Derek putting on a masterclass. I really think the person putting on an actual masterclass is Jordan, because he's either winning or he's kind of staying laid back, low key, and just playing a hell of a game, to be honest with you.
That's true. And for someone with such a big target, Jordan's one of the best to ever do it. for him to be sitting back like that. We know Bananas is arguably the best to ever do it, but he's had to get his hands dirty all season. Jordan been playing the cut.
Yeah, but Jordan's also been protected by Tori, who has won the most female comps this season and could protect him the absolute most. So it's like he doesn't really have to do a lot. But I mean, yeah, I don't really have nothing negative to say about a Jordan, but I low-key want him out.
Nah, I want to see him run this final.
No, I mean, I want him out. And mind you, I'm going to jump around a little bit, but this conversation my man and Kylan had this episode, I don't know if they're trying to foreshadow us, but MTV, don't play with me with a conversation like this. And them talking about there hasn't been a black man winner or male winner since Nehemiah. Corey got, Bananas got what? 5. Jordan got 7.
I think it's the other way around.
5, 7. However, are y'all building us up for a potential Kylan, a potential Corey?
I mean, I'll be following the T page, and Nehemiah had a little bit to say on I think it was Zach's podcast this week, saying how they don't portray it properly how Corey was treating him in the house. It kind of treated him like he didn't really know what was going on.
Kylan.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brice.
Oh, okay. Because I'm about to say, now break this down again. So Nehemiah was saying that Kylan was what? The editor is protecting the calculator?
Correct. No. Well, okay. Yeah. No, well, just like they weren't showing conversations that were had where apparently someone on behalf of Kylan would come up to Nee like, yeah, Kylan's good with you. But Nehemiah would be like, well, Kylan ain't talking to me, so I mean,
I can't believe it. You know what I mean?
I can't believe it because that'll protect him down the line if he cuts me, and then he's like, no, we didn't have a conversation. Right. It's like, all right, he's that's some smooth game, but it seemed like Nee's been onto it, but Nehemiah's back home right now, and Kylan's still in the game. Yeah.
Can Kylan still get a message to him?
I think. Kylan's response was something like, "You know what? I'll be able to speak my piece soon enough," or something like that. So
that's kind of a shot. That might be a shot. I might be able to speak my piece soon. Sounds like a cannon was fired. If you kind of read between the lines.
No, what I'm reading is as soon as Kylan is able to do interviews, whenever he's out of the game, he gonna talk his talk.
I'm with Joey. That's Kylan is saying
because he
big one,
right?
Big one. That how I would interpret that is, you the last black man to win the challenge. Let me speak my piece. Let me speak my piece.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I see.
We can only hope. But Brice,
because about what he came out like that interview that Nehemiah did, Kylan could have easily addressed it, but he didn't.
No, he can't. I mean, they're not allowed to say too much while they're still playing. I mean, people do it, but Kylan be playing by the rules. I don't know. But Brice, what I'll say is this: that conversation between Corey and Kylan about there not being a black winner for a very long time, I would love for them to be foreshadowing that there's a black winner this season.
Darrell just
I don't have my huh?
Darrell recently won on All-Stars.
Challenge.
Did Darrell recently win All-Stars?
Yeah.
When? Darrell hasn't won All-Stars. Darrell hasn't won in a long time.
You sure?
All respect to Darrell, but he ain't won in a long time. Anyway, they said there hasn't been a winner since Nee, and that was back in the day on a team. But nonetheless, I would love to see a black winner. I don't see it happening, although I think Kylan has what it takes, and I want him to do it.
Kylan's the only person that has what it takes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brice is so offended.
the best to never win it. They could be setting my man up, Corey, for him to take it home as well. So I would love to see, again, I've said it, I'll go on record again in this order. Corey, Derek, or Kylan, I'd be very happy.
Derek's not black.
I didn't have to say anything about black. I just gave you my order of who I would like to win. Derek. He's playing Derek, the challenge.
Yeah, he's not black.
Okay. My take, who I want to win, isn't. I just said who I want to win.
All right, fair enough.
Duly noted. But moving right along, we get to the challenge. And before we can even talk about Tyrone's shirt, he does something kind of crazy. His entrance to this challenge was kind of crazy. We see the ground move, and then he just peeks his little head up, and it looks like he didn't even want to do it. He didn't want to be dirty or none of that.
So angry coming out of that ground.
They kind of did a freeze frame, and he was just like,
yeah.
The hole was tight for him to come out, but I said he had on Ethica underwear. I said, oh, okay, I see TJ with the Ethica.
Get out of TJ's underwear, Brice.
But no matter the dirt that he came up under, the shirt was still looking fresh and the hair was not moving.
It had some leaves in it when he
yeah. They probably cleaned them up and did a stop down for a second.
This was a good look on Tyrone Jenkins. He didn't have any pockets, so it doesn't really feel like it's a TJ shirt. But, I liked the stripe pattern, the blue, his hair, beard shaped up. Mm-hmm. TJ looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, TJ looking good. They walked out in the jungle. I'm like, oh, they all survived. It was
I have to be honest, it was a bit of a boring challenge. I don't like the challenges where I guess my preference is I like to see the people run them at the same time or at multiple times. I think it takes a little luster out of the pink moisturizer when you just have to wait for these people one by one by one. I was like falling asleep. I'm like, what's happening here?
That's an interesting take. I mean,
I wonder how long that actually took, because we saw it starting in the daytime, and then when Aviv finished it up, or was it Aviv or Rachel, and it was just dark.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have liked to compete in this one because I'm not hated
this. Yeah.
Ice waters, underground, pitch black, spiders, fire ants, and bats. Nah, I'm good.
And rats. Nope.
Nah.
I'm good.
Tight dark holes, I'll climb in, just see what's going on around there.
Bro, come on, bro.
I'm not scared of the dark. Was a fun challenge. I thought the puzzle was the best part. I was cracking up when Corey was putting it together. It was like, is this me? And it's like, clearly y'all haven't learned y'all lesson. Y'all know if it's a puzzle, it's going to be multiple sides of the puzzle. Like, I just don't understand.
Bananas found that out the hard way.
No, I just don't see when you're picking them up, like how you don't. I don't know, but
Brice, here's how. Only 3 of the pieces had 2 sides. Okay. So all the pieces have black around the edges, and then only 3 of them had 2 sides. So if you're picking up like the first however many, you might not see 2 sides. All right, you put them all face up, whatever you see. I think that's the get you gotcha. It's like if you that's all.
And I think the ones that had 2 sides were shorter pieces, because I whoever was the last one to finish it, they kind of showed the pieces were like much smaller than the rest of the blocks.
So you two said you didn't like this challenge.
I didn't say that.
Or you wouldn't like competing in this challenge.
Correct.
So if you were in the tunnel trying to finish as fast as you could, and you came across some sticks barricaded up,
I'm running through it like Aviv. Just like Aviv.
No, I'm turning the other way. I'm understanding like, oh, I shouldn't go this way.
And they got producers and camera people just letting her roam. She's like, I'm going the right way. There's arrows right behind her saying, go this way. And she just clearly just doesn't see the signs.
Yeah. And it just has to suck with you being a target, knowing that you're up on the chopping block. For that to happen really sucks. But sometimes, again, I like watching these episodes, or I like watching the challenges when you kind of can gauge, like, oh, that was close. Oh, this was good. This was really just up to the discretion of the editor, just because of how it was shot.
They were shooting at themselves in the tunnel.
They had a camera attached to their arm, Brice.
Yeah, but when they got the second puzzle piece, there definitely was somebody there.
Yeah,
it was a little more wider and like open, but definitely an interesting challenge, to say the least. I would have liked something like this on the actual final.
It would have been boring for the final.
Yeah,
just the last piece of the final, though, not just the whole main episode.
All right, so now they're all at the end. Now y'all got to run one by one through a damn tunnel.
Well, I mean, they aren't going to be at the same time. You got to get to the tunnel first. All right, maybe all right.
Anyway, so yes, Bananas does terrible at the puzzle. Aviv, sadly, doesn't do so well in the tunnel. Again, this doesn't benefit the people that are going later by any means.
Right, because they sequester them all after they do it.
Yeah, but also because it's getting darker.
But it's dark down there, so it don't matter.
Yeah, it's dark down there, but you make it pitch black and it's dark down there. And when you get out, you got to do a puzzle in the dark. I think it does matter.
I mean, they had 300 lights for Rachel when she was doing the...
If you're scared of the dark, just say it wouldn't help you, Wendell.
Brice, relax yourself.
But finally, we see that Tori and Kylan both win this challenge. The losers were Bananas and Aviv. I actually kind of liked the conversation between Jordan and Bananas, because Jordan was like, yeah, there was double-sided pieces. And Bananas like, wait, there was double-sided pieces? He was like, I thought I was going crazy. He said, I might be stupid, but at least I'm not crazy. So that was kind of funny to see that.
Yeah, that was a good one. They were, and I think at that point, Derek was in there laughing at him too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And being that since Aviv DQ'd and she is a target, she was automatically going in to the elimination.
Mm-hmm. And with Kylan winning,
he's the decision maker.
And he's cool with Michelle.
He's cool with Michelle on her birthday. So,
and the other target is Jenny.
Jenny understood the assignment. She was like, I know that he's not picking Michelle, so I'm not even going to beg and plead. No, I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to see from a deliberation. Like, if you understand the dynamics, like, don't go down there and have a what's her name? What was the girl's name that went off?
Olivia, not Olivia, Tina.
Yeah, don't try to flip. Like, you understand the dynamics. Like, it is what it is.
No, you should go down there like a Tina, because that's what we want to see. But in the instance that they don't give you what you want, you got my girl Tori like, well, who do you think Johnny would have saved? Like, start that drama, but it's a little too late. The Angels are loyal and they locked in, so they're not switching up on Johnny.
Right. And Tori saying this is like, why are you saying this, Tori? Because like, who are you? They could easily flip it on Tori. Like, who are you going to save if it came down to it? You know what I mean?
Well, we know it's Jordan.
Right. The other guys think that it's them, are just not as smart as we thought.
I enjoyed this little Michelle birthday. I think I might got a little crush on Carl.
Yeah.
Okay. The way Carl got on that couch, I said, okay.
I was enjoying it too.
Carl said, do you want to take it upstairs? Now, Tori as Devin is diabolical.
That is crazy. And then the way she was laying there talking about, the whole scene was just absurd. But happy birthday, Michelle, for your birthday episode.
Yeah, happy birthday, friend, good friend. What is Brice?
What's that?
What is he? What lift is this?
Brice, what photo did you put up on the screen for us?
It's a photo of hopefully the next winner of season 40, Corey working on some arm muscles.
Okay.
I don't know what exercise this is, bro. You're on a Smith machine.
Obviously, they're limited in the machines that they have, and so Corey is doing the best he can.
I don't think they have a lot of machinery.
I took this photo.
They have a lot of weights in this place and a lot of machinery. I don't know what he was on, what exercise that was. But be blessed. Be blessed. You know what I'm saying?
It's I like the fact that we're getting close to the final. Who knows when it is, but it's like they take the frills out of it. Okay, they like, oh, we gotta get to the meat and potatoes because we got the final coming up soon. It's around the corner, and it's just interesting just to see how I feel like the dynamic in the house changes a little bit. Like you can just tell that people are really trying to lock in, make inroads, seeing what they can see. And yeah, if any time to go out, I think that sucks. I know people hate to go out early, but send me home early. Because don't let me get to like at this point when I could see, I could smell it, and I go home, that would piss me off even more.
I think I was saying this to you, Brice, in Boston, that I have a feeling that they might do kind of what Survivor's doing this season, maybe like a 2-part finale. And the challenge is known for kind of doing like a 2-part finale. And there's a lot of people left, so it makes me believe that they're probably going to do a purge at one of the parts of the finale to get a few people out.
I don't think it'll be a purge, Hatch. I think it'll be one of those finales where, like, all right, the last 2 people, now y'all got to battle it out. And I think there'll be something like that where they like how they did Casey and Nani that one season.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I think that. And that's one where you might see Kylan go up against Corey. Kylan go up against Bananas.
How would you feel about Kylan going up against Corey, Brice?
I mean, I'm going to root for my man, and sorry to Kylan.
Damn, the calculator out of there?
He's not solar powered.
Oh God.
I'm trying to think what the best challenge to see or elimination style challenge to see a Kylan versus Corey would be. I don't think a hall brawl would be good because I think Corey would do work in the hall brawl.
For sure.
But I think
it's put brother on brother.
I think it should be something physical, like pole wrestle or something like that.
Oh Lord, why did you say that in front of Brice?
You know what?
You might got me there.
Get your head out the gutter.
You might got me there. I tune in for that.
Yeah. Why you want to talk about brother on brother? Isn't that what you just said?
Yeah, until it got to the pole wrestling, then it got interesting.
All right, whatever.
But well, anyway, we get to the challenge. This challenge,
the Iron Triangle.
What do you think about it, Brice?
I wanted to. I mean, I was rooting for Aviv. We've seen Olivia or Jenny compete before, and when we saw her compete before, it kind of was like she didn't really have. She won, but she didn't really win. And so I was really hoping that Aviv could pull this out. And so the first time we see Jenny get to the ball first, and I'm like, all right, come on, Aviv. However, mid-episode, Joey popped into my mind when not only does Aviv talk family, but we see her husband and she talking to her husband. I was like, this is not good. Not good.
Brice, Joey's sitting right next to me. As soon as she calls her husband, I'm like, oh, she's calling her husband. He's like, no, we all right now. As soon as the family came up, he was like, it's over. As soon as they started showing the Halloween photo, I'm like,
bye.
Out
of here.
Yeah, and I mean, I have to give it to Jenny. She beasted this one. It wasn't really a challenge. Like, I wanted Aviv to kind of get in there at some point in time. Now, she was jumping on her back. She was doing all of the... Yeah, but not scrappy enough. Like, and I feel like this challenge favored Jenny from a height standpoint and a body standpoint. Like, I just feel like it favored Jenny. she could get to the ball faster. She's taller, longer limbs. I just
I like the
wish it
little
wasn't.
added thing that they put in there that like it has to stay within the ring
Yeah.
for it to count. So that kind of maybe evens it out a little bit, you know, because you could have multiple attempts. As we see Jenny tossing the ball a couple times and it just falls out. I don't know how you could.
It makes it a little bit
just falls out
less easy. But like you got two different weight classes here, and they're battling,
height.
and they're battling in there, and so you know the advantage already is with Jenny. But Brice, what I do want to say, like Aviv fought, and you have times when you see these challenges where it's like, yeah, you got to win 3 or you got to win 4 to win, and when people are down, they quit. We've seen it this season. People might lose the first one or second one, they're quitting. As far as the third one, they're not giving it their all. In Aviv's case, she was scrappy from start to finish. I got mad respect for her for that. And then afterwards, she looked her friend in the eye and was like, yo, lock in, stay in the game, do this. And I had mad respect for that too, because you see a lot of people like they might start crying and go home, whatever. Nah, Aviv was like, yo, stay on it. You got me. Stay on it. You got this. So I got
did you hear Aviv's husband on a thing? Like, yo, if you get out, we'd love to see you back home right now. I said, oh, why'd you say that, cousin? Come on, brother.
Yeah. He looked like Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Mission Impossible Tom Cruise or Vanilla Sky Tom Cruise?
Vanilla Sky.
It was televised.
I will say this. I think this win for Jenny, although it wasn't fair, I'm sure it is sparking some flames in the other women's eyes, because it's like that was a good performance for Jenny. Like she looked like she beasted it. The last time we saw her, it wasn't a strong performance. She really like showed out, and I was like,
is that her third elimination win or second?
I want to say
second. Went up against Anissa. Did she go up against anybody else?
Was her and Anissa the one?
That was the ball. You had to like catch the ball. That was early on in the season.
I want to say it was only her, but I'm sure that people in the comments will let us know. She's been a target multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I can't say.
I'm not sure.
For some reason, I'm like recalling her having somebody else, sending somebody else home.
But she did that thing. And this is where I think it gets interesting, because she names Jordan, Corey, and Derek as the targets. And there was some foreshadowing where my man was saying, like, he got to get Corey. Jordan has to get out of here. He's got to get out of here. And I just feel like whatever lady wins next week, and depending on how they do, potentially they could be facing Bananas, because we know Bananas is going to have a penalty. But I really do feel like if Jordan or Corey doesn't win, they're going to put them to win. I
don't think she even wanted to choose Jordan. She wanted to choose Kylan, but there was only 3 other guys that she could have chosen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It gets down to the nitty gritty, and Bananas is off limits.
Right.
Well, for your sake, Brice Izyah, I don't want to see Jordan and Corey down there next week.
How
do you feel?
I mean, it is what it is. You got to get it from the mud, and I feel like Corey has to do what he has to do. Jordan is great, but no man is invincible. Every man has a kryptonite.
Right. Well, great episode, another great one, and I'm excited. It's crazy because we have this great season of Survivor coming to an end, and we have this great season of the Challenge coming to an end. So I'm excited to see the end of both. We don't know when the Challenge is going to end. It could end. It could end sometime. Episodes. But it's very fun to watch. I'm very impressed, and it's been better than a lot of the recent seasons. So kudos to the Challenge. Anything else, gentlemen? Well, y'all can catch us on tour. BWP Tour 47 will be in DC this week. We are going to be in DC, and then for the first part of the finale, and then we will be in New York City the following week for the last part of the finale for 2 nights of events. And if you would like to come on out and support your boys. Tickets are at the link in our bios on Instagram. Joey Hatch, Brice Izyah, Wendell Holland. We are signing off. We appreciate you guys for listening. This has been episode 15 of the challenge Takedown, season 40, Battle of the Eras. We out. Peace.